Kyle, one deal made today. How close were you in on others as the day evolved?
I think especially on a day like today, you feel like lots of things are imminent. But I would say this was, we had a lot of discussions on a lot of different things, and in the end we just deferred to what would make sense and what would best fit our team. We've got a lot of belief in our team and our people in there already, Paul. So I think we tried to make our moves in the summer, and then I guess just it's under a month ago now with Jake, and then adding John in the summer, and let the team kind of settle in together and find its way through here. So we didn't want to upset it too much, and we're of course interested in always upgrading the team, but with the depth that we have now, upgrading it comes at a cost of the upgrades aren't going to be as substantial as they once were. So that's all weighed against the price of acquisitions, and we'll carry on as we are, and we're excited about it.
What do you like about Patan, and how might he help the team down the stretch?
I think Nick will come in, and he's been someone that I think the opportunity there hasn't worked out for him in Winnipeg, and Per was an unrestricted free agent coming up, and so Patan has some team control left on him. He's a player that fits the way that we want to play. He's got a lot of talent. We just feel like we need to bring him in and work with him, give him an opportunity, have him work with our development people, and look to help maximize his potential. But he's competitive. He can play center and wing. He's versatile that way, and so we're excited to get him and bring him in.
Did you feel like Per wasn't fitting in as well as you hoped?
No, I think he was, Kristen. I think he did an excellent job for us. It was a good free agent signing from Europe, and I think he came in. He played in wing, played center, was very good on the penalty kill for us. No maintenance player, very good person. But we wanted to get Trevor Moore up as well, and give Trevor a prolonged look, and so we'll do that here starting tonight, and continue to give Per an opportunity if we could as well, given that he was an unrestricted free agent. So it was a move that we think makes sense for us now, bringing in Patan, and based on his talent level, and also given that Per was going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, just thought it was best in managing our assets overall.
When you have a strong core that eats so much of your cap space like you guys have, is it harder to trade away prospects when you think about next year and the moves that you're going to have to make to fit under the cap? Do you have to think about keeping prospects available that you have right now?
Well, I think, and this goes back to the previous media availabilities and press conferences we had. I think it's going to be imperative for us to continue to develop players, and players here are going to get a good opportunity on their entry level. And Trevor Moore's a good example of that. We've got a lot of players throughout the years that are good examples of that. Andreas Janssen and Kasperi Kapanen are both in their first full season. Both are playing very well, still on their entry level contracts, and the opportunity here for that is going to be tremendous, and that's why it's up to our management group, our scouts, and our player development team to continue to turn out players that can play well with our core of guys, because that's where a lot of our salary allotment is going to go, which is totally justified and probably the right way to do it.
On a day like today, how much attention do you pay to the teams around you and what they're doing, and what do you make of how the landscape might have changed today?
I think that the teams around us, which in particular?
Boston, teams that you might be facing in the playoffs?
I think that if in building a team, we're trying to build a team that can help us best win in the end now and in the future. And I think when you start building a team to only play one team in the playoffs, you start to lose your way a little bit and lose what you're about. And Boston has their way of doing things. They've been at it a long time. They've been very successful, and they've shown that again this year. They're a very good team, resilient team. They've done a great job there, Don Sweeney and Bruce Cassidy. So for us, it's just continuing to go about things our way, doing things the way that fits our vision and our plan, and staying true to that no matter what. And time will be the judge of whether that's the right way to do it, but don't really pay much attention to them. Just kind of stick with our process and trust it, and roll from there.
So Kyle, where's your confidence level then that this group as it stands can make a playoff run?
I think with the talent in the room, as we continue to gain more experience, and the thing I've liked about the team this year, and even if you look at Saturday night, is we've had some disappointments against teams that I think we feel we should come in and play well against. And then on Saturday night is a different example of where we're playing a very good team. We get down 3-0 at home. We hadn't been playing well for the week, and then the guys in the room dig in and find a way to claw our way back into the game and then win a very emotional game. And the players in the room have shown the ability to be resilient throughout the year. And I think as our experience grows and our maturity level grows, based on the talent that we have in the room, we've got every belief that this group can have a lot of success together. And I think it's just about going through those different experiences, riding the wave together as we continue to go through it, and just sticking with this group, because it is a group we believe in very much. And I'm excited to see how we handle the next month and a half, and then continue to lock ourselves into a playoff spot, and then get ready to roll with that. But this is another great opportunity for this group to continue to grow together and go through different experiences together, and they've handled it all quite well so far. So I'm excited to see now that we've kind of stabilized, we're through the deadline, this is our group, how we roll and go from there. Terry.
How do you feel about your depth on defense, about adding Jake, the two guys who haven't played recently, and maybe a guy like Kyle Dubas?
I think we feel good about it. I think that's where we also down below we have Marty Marinson and Callie Rosen. We've got Andreas Borgman as well. We've got the younger guys that I don't think they're quite ready yet, but they've both played awfully well. Sandin played 29 minutes on Saturday night in Syracuse, which is remarkable for an 18-year-old at that level. So that was great. We feel good about it. We've got and we have Igor and Justin Hall here, practicing, developing each day, and especially in Justin's case, the amount of patience and his attitude and enthusiasm for getting better without the games there to exercise that has been rather remarkable, and something that we certainly appreciate, given that the opportunity hasn't been there for him yet, but it's going to be, and he just has to keep working towards that. But given his attitude, Igor's play when he was in, and adding Jake Muzzin to it, I think we feel really good about our depth there on defense. Lance?
How active were you the last few days in trying to upgrade that defense?
I think we did a lot of talking. It's so hard to answer how active we were. You're always active at this time of year with the deadline looming. I think we looked at, we're always looking at different options, to not just on defense, but I think goalies are really the only spot where we don't. There's not much out there in terms of an upgrade over Freddie. So he and Garrett in tandem. So we're trying to always look to upgrade all different spots on our roster, and so that's sort of the nature of the job, and what we try to do each day. I think it'd be a disservice to the coaches and the guys in the room if we didn't do that. So we looked around and decided that rather than do something for the sake of doing it, we've made our moves with Jake a few weeks ago, and with John in the summer, and we've got some excellent development from our guys internally, and so we're excited about rolling ahead with the season here for sure.
Has there been any movement by any chance since Austin signed with Mitch and his kid?
No comment.
Has Muzzin fit in the way that you expected him to in the last month? I know there's obviously a curve for him coming to a new team.
I think we're it's the beginning there. You go through the first few games, and especially the Anaheim game, where you got a lot of it was quite a game for Jake. And I think with anything, you're going to you take time to settle in and get rolling, right? And it's a big life adjustment for someone who spent his whole life, has a family and everything in LA, and then you move back here. So he's, in terms of on the ice and off the ice, has met expectation. I think especially as he settles in, he'll surpass those, and we're excited about that for sure.
Can you look at the last 5 weeks and the two deals as a tribute to what they've accomplished in that room moving forward?
I think without the, we've referenced a number of times here, Henny, when we've had these types of events, I think the way that the players and the coaching staff have handled, quite a bit of drama throughout the year, and players being out or contract stalemates and different things that have happened off the ice, and been able to stay with it and not get distracted, kind of block it out and ignore that and continue to improve and get better has been a major reason why we continue to try to improve the team. And there's obviously a belief that they have the ability to handle that and deal with it in a very, very positive way. So those moves, I think, are attributed to the fact that we believe in the group and think that the group has a very bright future together, and we're always trying to improve them.
Kyle, is Nick going to be a Marley or a Leaf?
He's going to be a Leaf, yeah.